Is it possible to live happily forever?
我想問係咪可以以後繼續快樂地幸福生活呢？
This guy would seem to say yes.
哇！呢個人睇嚟跳扎扎，睇嚟話得喎。
I'm happy.
你睇我幾開心？
Are you happy?
你開唔開心啊？
What is happiness?
咁究竟咩叫開心呢？
A few years ago, there was a careful study done in Sweden about happiness in Sweden.
啊，幾年前呢有個研究就講下瑞典佢哋對於快樂係點睇呢？
The Swedish are considered, Sweden is considered one of the most preferred countries to live in. It's always ranked in the top 5.
我哋知道啦，瑞典係一個世界上全球啲人咧比較喜歡去居住嘅，係差唔多係首選嘅5名之內。
However, in 1972, the government made some very interesting laws, enacted new laws.
但係喺1972年嘅時候，政府有啲新嘅規矩法律出咗嚟啦。
The Swedes, by culture and temperament, are very independent-minded.
其實呢啲瑞典人呢，佢哋本身嘅性情咧係比較獨立性大啲。
And in 1972, they made laws that made wives not dependent on their husbands, and made children not dependent on their parents, and made grandparents not dependent on family.
原來嗰度立咗一個規矩，就係話呢個夫婦之間咧唔需要彼此依賴，或者父母唔需要彼此依賴孩子們等等，或者係祖父母唔需要依賴嚇，係獨立同啲孫兒啊等可以有獨立嘅關係。
Their whole objective was economic independence for every individual.
原來佢目的就希望每個人咧個體係喺經濟上面獨立。
However, years later, they began to see the results.
但多年之後咧，佢發覺咦弊端出嚟啦。
And the results are that 40% of the Swedes are alone, live alone.
佢發現咧，原來有48%嘅人咧佢獨立
That's 4 out of 10 people live by themselves.
即係話有10個人裏邊咧，有4個人係獨居嘅。
That people are not getting married.
而嗰啲人咧就唔結婚咯，有咁嘅傾向啦。
People are not having children.
亦都唔生兒育女。
Because they don't care to have more children. Their lives, they seem to be, they got used to being by themselves.
佢哋咧覺得獨立係已經習慣咗啦。
There are many people who die alone, and you don't know that they have died for days.
原來有啲人咧佢點樣啊？係單獨地死去，亦都唔知道原來佢死去多日啦。
Because they're not connected with any family members.
因為同其他啲人冇關係啦嘛。
There are older people who have not seen their children for decades.
原來有啲老人家咧，佢成幾十年都未見過啲仔女喎。
Something similar is happening in Japan.
咁其實喺日本同樣嘅情況發生啦。
A third of the Japanese young adults have never been in a serious relationship, and many don't want one.
佢話1/3嘅日本年輕人咧，從未有過呢個認真嘅關係之中，其實有好多佢話唔想要咁嘅關係嘅。
They are more comfortable with superficial relationships.
佢哋對於一啲比較表面嘅關係咧，更加有興趣嘅。
Many men do not date women because women are imperfect, and so they buy life-size dolls to have a relationship with a doll.
咁佢點解咧？男士咧就唔會同女孩子約會，反而咧佢覺得唔完美啊嘛，所以佢買一啲咧係同啲真人一樣大細嘅啲咁嘅公仔做佢女朋友。
And they give the reason, reality is harsh.
原因就係話佢現實裏邊真係好慘喎。
So they live in a fantasy world.
佢哋咧就喺一個夢幻嘅世界裏邊生存緊啦。
You know those popular animation characters, they all come from that mindset.
原來我哋見到好多嘅動畫都係嚟自呢啲咁樣嘅虛幻嘅世界啊。
Over a third of the households in Tokyo are single dwellers, only one person in the place.
咁你諗下啦，原來東京裏邊超過1/3嘅家庭咧係單獨嘅居民嚟嘅。
There are cafes in Tokyo that are exclusively catering people who live alone.
咁喺日本裏邊咧，專係有啲嘅咖啡館咧，係俾嗰啲人係點樣抗寂寞。
And what they do is when a person comes to eat, they give him a huge pet, a stuffed animal to sit with.
咁原來咧就係話你嚟到個地方飲咖啡嘅時候、食嘢嘅時候咧，佢就俾一個好巨型嘅布娃娃同你一齊坐。
Do we have any of those restaurants or cafes here in Hong
請問
Kong?
喺香港有冇咁樣嘅茶餐廳啊？
Well, it's probably coming.
哇，遲早都會嚟㗎啦，呢啲咁嘅情況。
In Japan, there's this expression, kodokushi, which means a person who dies alone and nobody finds out about it, sometimes weeks.
原來日本有一個嘅名稱咧，叫做孤獨死。原來點樣咧？就係你一個人死咗都冇人知，好耐先發現啊！
This is the result of modern society.
呢個就係現代社會嘅結果喎。
We are more and more connected through our phones and more disconnected from one another.
我哋咧更加同我哋嘅電話咧係更加有親切關係，同其他啲人咧越嚟越距離遠啊！
We're less and less open to accepting life as it is and more willing to shape life the way we want it to be.
我哋係越嚟越逃避呢一個現實，係會希望我哋可以點樣改變周圍環境，變成一個更加我哋心裏邊想到嘅環境。
Evidently, the issue of loneliness is also an issue here in Hong Kong.
其實喺香港呢個孤獨都係一個問題啊！
This is from the South China Morning Post, the best-known English language newspaper in Hong Kong.
呢個就喺香港裏邊最出名嘅英文報《南華早報》咁講到。
And this is an article from about a year ago, and it says, "Loneliness in Hong Kong. Don't let it kill you. How to reach to others and enrich your life and theirs."
佢話喺香港裏邊嘅孤獨咧，唔好讓呢個孤獨嘅情況咧係將你殺害。佢話問題我哋點樣去接觸他人，嚟令到生活更豐盛。
It's not the only article on this.
當然啦，唔淨止呢一篇文章講到呢個孤單喎。
Louisa Tam is an editor for the South China Morning Post. She wrote another piece, a very interesting piece about this.
咁呢一位嘅女士咧，佢呢一個編輯又寫到另外一篇好特別嘅文章啊。
And she says that finding a cure for Hong Kong's loneliness must be a priority.
佢話要揾到要醫治香港呢個孤獨感，係我哋一定要優先處理嘅。
She says that the people more at risk are the young people.
而我哋遇到最大困難嘅危險性最大就係年輕人，佢哋遇到呢個挑戰重大。
What is the concept of happiness in Hong Kong?
其實喺香港嚟講，咩叫幸福快樂啊？
You may want to find out.
Yeah,
After all, you live here.
我話你梗係想揾啦，因為你住喺香港啊嘛。
Well, according to Gallup, Gallup is the most famous organization that surveys people all over the world.
呢一個係一個最大嘅民調，係全世界裏邊最大嘅。佢就揾下香港嘅快樂指數係點樣。
According to Gallup, Hong Kong ranks 76th in the level of happiness in the world.
佢話咧就係香港係佔76喺全世界嚟比較。
Now remember, there's only about 200 countries.
咁全世界咧有200個國家度啫。
And some did not participate in the Gallup poll.
咁有啲國家咧冇參加呢個咁嘅民調啊。
In 2013, Hong Kong ranked 64.
喺2013年咧，香港就排64嘅。
That means that people in Hong Kong were happier in 2013 than they are today.
咁即係代表13年嘅時候，香港人咧比較開心，同
In
而家比。
fact, here's a map of the whole world that shows you the levels of happiness in various
你
countries.
睇到啦，呢一個就係代表唔同嘅國家裏邊嘅快樂指數。
The red dark areas are the most unhappy.
紅色、深紅色嗰啲係代表最唔開心喎。
And it makes sense because in a lot of these countries there is war and civil war, there is poverty, there is high crime rate.
咁見到咧，因為嗰度好多嘅戰爭，嗰度好多嘅犯罪事件。
But notice that the green areas are countries that have a relatively high level of happiness.
而嗰啲比較青綠色嘅地方咧，佢哋快樂指數係比較高嘅喎。
The dark green areas are very happy, like Canada and in Scandinavia.
咁你見到啦，加拿大等等嘅其他地方比較深綠色啲，嗰啲咧就係仲加快樂啲添。
In Australia.
澳洲。
But you have countries like Russia who are happier than Hong Kong.
但係你睇下呢個俄羅斯比香港快樂啲喎。
You have had all the countries in Latin America are happier than Hong Kong.
我睇下拉丁美洲嗰度啲人咧係比香港更加快樂。
But they are poorer,
佢哋雖然比較貧窮
and the
嘅國家，
crime rate is higher.
而佢哋嘅犯罪率亦都高喎。
How could they be happier?
點解佢哋會快樂過香港咧？
This is where we are.
你睇睇啦。
I compare this with some of the closest countries in our region.
咁我就比較下喺我哋呢度附近嘅國家嘅快樂指數啊。
The happiest country in our region is Taiwan,
哦，原來最快樂喺我哋周圍個國家就係台灣
with
啦。
a rate of 26.
就係點啊？26係咪啊？
And then Singapore with 34.
新加坡就34啊，
Malaysia with 35.
馬來西亞都35喎。
Thailand with 46.
泰國46，
Japan 54. South Korea 57.
日本54啦，南韓57啦。
Now, you would expect maybe Japan and South Korea to be among the happiest in the region.
咁你可能諗住咧，應該喺呢個區域裏邊，日本、韓國應該比較快樂，係咪？
And then but they're in the midsection.
但佢只不過係佔中間嘅部位啫。
Those two countries experience a higher incidence of suicide than most any other country in the world.
其實呢兩個國家咧，佢哋嘅自殺嘅情況係比其他嘅國家係更加高啊！
The Philippines is happier than Hong Kong.
哇，菲律賓比香港快樂喎！
And a lot of people would say that is surprising.
哇，真係奇怪啊！點會咁呢？
The only three countries that are more unhappy than we are China, Mongolia, and Indonesia.
咁比我哋香港冇咁快樂嘅咧，剩翻係邊個？中國啦、蒙古啊，即係外蒙啦，同埋印尼。
Now, the conventional wisdom is that Hong Kong is a fantastic place to be.
好多人都覺得香港係一個非常之繁榮、好居住嘅地方，係咪咧？
That's why so many people want to move here
唔怪得有咁多人想移民嚟香港啦，
and work here.
喺度做工喎。
It's a beautiful city.
哇！呢個地方幾美麗，
Good people.
人又好啊。
Excellent public service and public
我哋睇
transportation.
下公共交通服務又一流，
A good government.
哇！政府又好啊。
How could it be that we only rank 76?
點解我哋排76咧？
Something is missing.
係有啲乜嘢係缺乏咗啊？
Something is missing.
有啲乜嘢缺乏咗咧？
The South China Morning Post did a survey last month.
喺上個月裏邊，南華早報就做咗一個調查。
And they asked about 1,000 Hong Kongers, how do you feel about 2019?
佢咧就問咗100個人，佢話：你諗住2019年會點啊？
Is it going to be a good year?
會好嘅一年，
Is it going to be a bad year?
定係一個唔好嘅一年啊？
Nearly half of them said it's going to be a bad year.
一半話唔會係好嘅2019年。
But there in Hong Kong, I tell my children and I tell my friends from America that Hong Kong has the greatest number of luxury cars than we see in New York City or in Los Angeles.
我話俾我啲孩子聽，同埋我啲喺美國朋友，我喺香港見到嘅名牌豪華房車係比洛杉磯、紐約仲多啊！
So there is the appearance of everything going so well.
我哋睇到表面一片升平係嘛？
I mean, when you find green Rolls Royces that are, to take you around for a hotel, that's saying something. You don't even see this in America.
喺美國都見唔到咁噶啦，係咪？呢啲咁嘅咩綠色勞斯萊斯會車你去酒店喎。
Behind all these riches, something is missing.
咁喺呢一切嘅富裕之下，有啲嘢係缺乏咗㗎。
A Gallup World Poll from last year warned about something that is very interesting.
咁呢個普遍嘅調查就話俾我哋聽，呢個富裕咧係可能會傷害你快樂嘅機會。
Based on raw data, they said being too rich can hurt your chances at being happy.
原來佢收集嘅資料裏邊咧，發覺原來你過於有錢富裕嘅話，可以損害你得到快樂嘅機會啊！
The raw data said that if you're very poor, you can be very unhappy too.
佢話冇錯，資料收集，如果你係好窮，你都會非常之唔快樂。
But if you are quite rich, that may bring unhappiness as well.
但係如果你真係又太有錢咧，亦都可能會令到你唔快樂喎。
Confucius said, you cannot buy happiness, but you have to pay for the price.
孔子話：你唔能夠買快樂，但你係需要付出，你必須付出代價。
That's very wise.
佢好聰明啊！
Yes, you cannot buy it, but If you get it, you pay for it.
佢話你買唔到，但你要攞到嘅話，你要付出代價。
Some assume it's not really possible to be happy in life.
有啲人就覺得，唉，呢世子都冇可能快樂㗎啦。
Some assume this life is miserable and it's just a lot of unfair things and things are they're not going to work out.
唉，呢世都唔會開心㗎啦，係咪？咁多嘢唔公平喎。
We must wait until the afterlife.
唉，等來世啦。
And so some people readily embrace the concept of reincarnation.
所以好多人相信呢個投胎轉世啊。
This didn't work this time around, let's try it next time.
哇，今次投胎唔成功，投好啲，下次投好啲添。
And then next time, and then the next time.
佢下次再好啲，再下次又好啲，好冇啊？
Some Christians believe in heaven in part because they're unhappy and they said, "Oh, I want to die so I can go to heaven."
咁有啲基督徒下，佢哋以為咧，唉，我都係死咗佢啦，一死咗就即刻升天啊嘛。
And so they don't really know how to handle this life because they only expect a next life to be better.
咁佢哋唔識得點去面對今世，咁你點樣期望佢將來可以去到天國嘅時候有快樂呢？
Harvard University is perhaps the best known university or most prestigious university in the world.
全世界裏邊啊，呢個哈佛大學咧真係頂頂一流噶啦。
A lot of very well recognized people have come out of Harvard
裏邊
University.
有好多出名嘅人、成功嘅人士喺嗰度畢業嘅。
Many presidents and prime ministers all around the world studied at Harvard.
其實全世界有好多嘅總理、總統咧，都係嗰邊嘅畢業生。
Since 1938, Harvard University has been doing the biggest study on happiness in the world.
而喺呢一個嘅1938年呢，佢哋就幫咗700幾個男子咧嘅生活，係研究呢一個嘅快樂。
They have been following 724 men. Some of them are Harvard students, and some of them are people from downtown Boston, which is an impoverished section.
1936年裏邊呢，佢哋跟進咗有大概724個一啲嘅男士，佢哋有啲咧就係哈佛嘅大學生，而有啲就係波士頓市內一啲比較貧窮嘅人。
And now they're following their children and their children's children.
咁佢哋咧就跟進下佢哋嘅兒孫，佢哋嘅兒子咧跟進佢哋嘅孫兒啦。
So there's a pool of about 2,000 people they are studying.
所以結果咧就因為增添人口，佢哋一共研究差唔多有2000人啦。
And you know what they are finding out?
結果揾到係乜嘢咧？
They are finding out that money, prestige, and power do not add health and happiness.
佢哋發現啊，金錢、聲望、權力唔能夠增加健康同埋幸福。
They are finding out that only meaningful relationships is what adds to the happiness quotient of people.
而佢哋發現呢係有意義嘅關係，先可以令到我哋更加幸福同埋健康。
In fact, they're finding out that those who are lonely die sooner.
而佢
Their
哋
brain function begins to deteriorate.
而佢哋發現呢呢個寂寞可以有殺傷力喎，腦嘅功能都會下降添。
Jesus defined happiness.
耶穌基督解釋乜嘢係幸福快樂。
And that is what we're going to see tonight.
所以今晚我哋要了解一下。
The Jews that he spoke to were oppressed by the Romans.
當時佢同嗰班嘅猶太人係講話嘅時候，佢哋係受咗羅馬人嘅逼迫嘅。
Most of the Jews were very poor.
大部分耶穌講嘅對象，佢哋係好貧窮嘅一
And
班猶太
many
人。
had lost hope because they had been occupied by other nations for so long, they had lost any hope that they would be free.
而佢哋好多人咧失咗希望啊，因為發覺時時都俾人哋係壓抑住喎。
So if there was a group of people that wanted to be happy, that was the Jews at the time of Jesus.
咁你知道，原來耶穌基督嗰個時代呢班嘅猶太人，佢哋真係好希望乜嘢係快樂啊！
The word that Jesus used in Greek is makarioi, which means supremely blessed, fortunate, well-off, happy.
原來聖經裏邊耶穌用到呢一個嘅希臘字，呢個快樂嘅意思就話極其蒙福、幸運、富裕同埋快樂。
In English, is blessed are you, happy are you, very fortunate are you when this and that happens.
即係話你有呢切發生嘅時候咧，你係有蒙福，你係有幸運、富裕同埋快樂嘅。
Let's look at the first one, Matthew 5:1-3.
我哋睇睇呢個馬太福音第5章1到3節。
Then he taught them, saying, Blessed, happy are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
呢個就話嚇，佢話呢一個心靈貧窮的人有福了，因為天國是他們的。
The poor in spirit?
心靈貧窮，
They're going to be happy?
嗰啲人會快樂啊？
That sounds strange, doesn't it?
奇怪啦！
What is the poor in spirit?
心靈貧乏。
There is a book that was written about 100 years ago that talked about, commented on what Jesus said. And it's one of the best books. I'll share that with you in the next series.
咁以後我有機會再會更加詳盡同大家分享。我而家介紹就係呢一本書100年前寫嘅，就非常之詳盡解釋呢一個耶穌裏邊講嘅8個福氣啊。
In that book we read, those who are rich and honorable in their own eyes do not ask in faith and receive the blessing of God. They feel that they're full, therefore they go away empty. Those who know that they cannot possibly save themselves or of themselves do any righteous action are the ones who appreciate the help that Christ can bestow.
裏邊就講到嗰啲人眼中看自己係富足同埋光榮嘅人，不會以信心去求問，亦都唔會接受上帝嘅賜福。佢哋覺得自己已經好豐足了，所以他們是空空地離開。那些自己覺得無法拯救自己嘅，或者做任何正義行為的人，就是那些欣賞接受耶穌基督賜予幫助嘅人啦。
So the poor in spirit are people who recognize they need more of the Spirit of God.
原來心靈貧乏嘅人，佢知道自己更加需要神嗰種嘅靈。
That their own resources are not enough.
所有嘅資源對佢嚟講唔夠啊！
Their own education is not enough.
佢哋發覺教育唔能夠滿足，
Their own abilities are not enough.
佢哋自己才幹唔能夠滿足。
God made a promise 500 years before through Ezekiel. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will take the heart of stone out of your flesh and give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you will keep my judgments and do them.
就喺500年前呢一個嘅先知以西結書，上帝話俾佢聽點樣呢？上帝話：我要賜你們一個新心，將新靈放在你裏面，又從你裏面嘅肉體中除掉石心，賜給你們肉身。我必將你們嘅靈，將我的靈放在你們裏面，使你們順從我的律例，謹守遵行我的典章。
Jesus told them something else. In Matthew 5:4, Blessed, happy are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted.
呢度喺馬太裏邊又再講到，佢哀慟的人有福了，因為他們必得安慰。
How can you be happy when you mourn?
你係哀慟嘅時候，點解會快樂啊？
The definition of mourning is sadness and regret.
呢個哀慟係代表悲哀同埋後悔啊嘛。
But look in the context in which Jesus was saying these things.
等我哋睇睇個前後文嘅意思係點呢？
The context is if you mourn because you recognize you lack the Spirit of God. You need more of the Spirit, and you're sorry that you do not have that.
原來呢度講到，即係話你覺得你自己係缺乏，係需要更多上帝嘅靈嘅時候，你就有福啦。
It is when you mourn because of the mistakes you make.
就係話你為咗自己做錯嘅嘢，你係哀慟啊。
It's because you mourn because the devil keeps deceiving you and you keep falling into the same trap.
點解你難過？就因為你時時陷入撒旦嘅陷阱裏邊，你係失敗
And
咗。
Jesus says, happy are you when you realize that, when you respond to that, because it means you want something better.
咁即係話，如果你係覺察自己咁情況，你明白你嘅需要，你希望更好嘅事情會臨到。
King David was the greatest king that Israel had ever had.
大衛王係以色列裏邊一個最優秀嘅皇帝，
but he also made mistakes.
但佢都犯錯啊！
One time, he looked at a woman who was bathing and desired her and took her and killed her, had her husband killed, and committed adultery with her.
咁呢個大衛王佢有一次就見到另外一個女士，佢喺度洗澡沐浴，而佢係點樣殺害咗呢個女士嘅丈夫，而娶咗呢一個女子嚇。咁呢一個就係大衛王當時犯嘅錯。
Now, David knew he shouldn't do that. He was a follower of God.
佢係一個上帝跟從者，佢知道咁樣做唔啱。
And he resisted regretting that action, even though it caused a lot of pain on other people.
佢知道呢樣嘢係令到好多人帶嚟痛苦，所以佢後悔咁做。
He resisted that because he told himself, I'm king, I can do whatever I want.
佢頭先我譯錯嚇，佢係拒絕認為佢錯，因為佢話我係皇帝，點解唔得啊？
And that is what the kings of all the other lands would do, and they would do much worse than
佢
that.
話你睇其他啲國家啲皇帝都會好似我咁啊，我有咩差過佢哋啊？
So he felt justified to do those things because he was the king.
佢話我係皇帝，我係可以咁做嘅喎。
But he finally recognized, a year later, he finally recognized, this is a terrible mistake I've made.
但係之後1年之後，佢發覺原來佢做一件非常之大嘅錯。
And I've hurt a lot of people.
我亦都傷害咗好多人啊！
So he finally confessed his sin.
所以結果咧，佢就承認佢嘅罪啦。
In Psalm 32, we read about it.
詩篇32篇。
When I kept silent, my bones grew old through my groaning all the day long. For day and night your hand was heavy upon me. My vitality was turned into the drought of summer. I acknowledge my sin to you, and my iniquity I have not hidden. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave the iniquity of my sin. Blessed, happy is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord does not impute iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no deceit.
呢個大衛就咁講，佢話過犯得赦免，罪惡蒙遮蓋的人有福了。耶和華不算為有罪，內心沒有詭詐的人有福了。我閉口不認罪的時候，我因終日心人而骨頭枯乾，黑夜白日，你的手壓在我身上沉重。我的精力耗盡，如同夏天的乾旱。我向你陳明我的罪，不隱瞞我的惡。我說我要向耶和華承認我的過犯，你就赦免我的罪過。
So when David confessed his sin, he was finally free.
所以大衛至終係承認嘅罪，佢得到呢個自由啦。
In Job, we read, Behold, happy is the man whom God corrects, for he bruises, but he binds up. He wounds, but his hands make whole.
約伯就咁講話，看啊，上帝所懲治的人係有福的，所以你不可輕看全能者嘅管教，因為佢打傷又包紮，他擊傷又親手醫治。你6次遭難，他必救你；就是7次，災禍也無法害你。
Number 3, blessed, Jesus said, happy are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
第3點，耶穌就教啦，佢話謙和的人有福了，因為他們必承受土地喎。
In much of the world, the meek is considered a weak person.
其實喺大部分嘅世界嚟講，謙和嘅人啊，佢哋覺得係呢一個弱者嘅表現啊。
They don't associate meekness or humility with happiness.
佢哋覺得謙和嘅人有乜可能會快樂啊？
But Jesus says the meek can be truly happy.
但係聖經話俾我哋聽，原來謙和嘅人呢，佢係可以真正地有快樂。
You see, there is a progression in what Jesus is teaching here.
你見到啦，耶穌所教導嘅咧係慢慢循序漸進嘅。
The first thing that we need to recognize is our need of God.
第一點，我哋就需要知道我哋係要上帝。
And from there, we recognize our need to surrender self, to recognize our sin, our problem.
由嗰陣時開始，我哋就知道我哋係有罪，我哋需要認罪。
So when we recognize our need of God and we recognize that we need to give up our sin, then it is when we experience what it's like to be humble.
就係話我哋因為知道需要上帝，跟住知道我哋需要認罪，嗰陣時候我哋要變得溫柔謙卑啦嘛。
The pride that we normally have begins to dissipate.
而我哋一般有嘅呢一個驕傲咧就會消失啦。
And in the process, we become much better people to deal with. People are happy to associate with us.
結果咧，啲人就好中意同我哋交往啊，我哋變成平易近人啦。
Nobody likes to associate with a proud man.
有冇人中意同嗰啲好沙塵驕傲嘅人喺埋一齊
Nobody
咧？
likes to associate with somebody who thinks they're better than other people.
有冇人中意同嗰啲以為高人一等嘅人喺埋一齊咧？
But that doesn't happen. But this doesn't happen normally. These two steps need to come before the step of meekness.
但係呢個唔係馬上就達到喎，係一步一步咁先可以達到嘅。
Moses was a very powerful and very influential man.
其實摩西係一個好有能力、好有影響力嘅一位。
He had the benefit of talking with God face to face.
你知啊，佢有機會面對面同上帝講説話喎。
Sometimes he would come down from the mountain after he talked with God, and his face was radiating so much that people asked him, "Put on a veil because you're too bright."
有陣時佢同神面對面咁樣交談之後咧，落嚟嘅時候，因為佢實在有呢個上帝嘅榮光，啲人話你可唔可以揾個幕遮住啊？太光啦！
If there was somebody who had the right to feel special, that was Moses.
如果有人係真係覺得自己係高人一等嘅話，應該係摩西啦。
But listen to what they said about Moses.
但係佢哋點樣形容摩西啊？
Now the man Moses was very humble, more than all men who were on the face of the earth.
佢話摩西為人極其謙和，勝過地面上所有任何人。
The most exalted human being at the time was actually the most humble.
其實當時最成功嘅人，佢就係而家我哋應該話最成功嘅人，佢哋係最
And
謙
that's
卑嘅。
why God was able to work through him so much.
就因為摩西咁謙卑，所以神可以同佢一齊同工啊。
Number 4, blessed, happy are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled.
第四點就係話飢渴慕義啲人有福利，因為他們必得飽足。
Righteousness. Do you hunger for righteousness?
你會唔會飢渴慕義呢？
The most famous miracle in the life of Jesus in the Gospels is the feeding of the 5,000.
其實喺聖經裏面咁多個神蹟咧，最出名就係耶穌基督係餵飽咗5000人。
Jesus had been teaching the whole day from sunrise until evening.
耶穌基督係日出到日落嗰陣時候喺度不停咁教導啊。
There were maybe 15, 20, 30,000 people sitting on the slopes there facing the Sea of Galilee.
嗰陣時咧就係喺呢一個嘅面對加利利海有成萬幾2萬人，就喺度聽耶穌嘅分享。
And Jesus' teaching was so powerful and so beautiful that nobody moved.
耶穌基督嘅分享係幾有能力，冇人係會移動喺嗰度就
They
靜
stayed
咗。
there 4 hours and 6 hours and 8 hours.
佢哋就喺坐嗰度聆聽4個鐘頭、6個鐘頭。
They didn't even want to go eat. They didn't want to miss anything that Jesus taught.
佢哋實在聽到咧就唔想離開，連食飯都唔想離開啦。
Until Jesus said, these people need to eat.
直到耶穌話呢啲人需要食嘢咯，
How can we feed them?
我哋點餵佢哋啊？
And so somebody brought him some bread and a couple of fish.
於是有人帶咗啲魚同埋一啲嘅餅嚟啦。
And they said, this is all we have.
佢話我哋就係得咁多嘢啫，
But what is this with all these thousands of people?
有咁多人點餵咧？
And Jesus told them, have them sit down in groups, in a specific number of groups.
主耶穌就話：好，你哋分批咁樣坐喺度。
The Bible says that he offered thanks to God for the food and began distributing it.
上帝聖經記載到佢主耶穌就向上帝多謝之後咧，就跟住分俾嗰啲人啦。
And the food never stopped. It just kept giving and giving and giving.
但係啲食物咧係分發之後仲係有，繼續分發仲係有喎。
Now, imagine if that were to happen to us.
諗下，如果呢個事情發生喺我哋身上嘅話，
And if for some reason, one of us is able to give enough food for everybody from one hand,
你諗下啦，我哋如果在座其中有一位，從你嘅手中裏邊咧，可以分發好多食物出去嘅話，
that would be quite a miracle.
哇！神蹟係咪啊？
And you would tell people about it, and you would call people about it, and you would FaceTime people about it.
OK， 咁你一定會通知啲人啦，或者係擺上 Facebook， 哇！你睇我幾犀利啊！
And you would take pictures.
你係會影自己嘅相咯喎。
And the press would find out.
哇！嗰啲傳媒即刻揾你啦，
And they would tell about
佢亦
it.
都會廣傳出去。
And people would get very excited. Says, oh, here's somebody who can actually feed people
Wow,
out of
yeah.
nothing.
哇！係無中生有喎，可以餵飽人，呢個人真係好犀利啊！
So not only did they like Jesus because of what he taught, now they really liked him because he could feed everybody.
所以除咗佢哋好中意耶穌嘅分享之外咧，好中意就係耶穌餵飽佢哋。
Well, moments later, Jesus said this about taking care of your basic needs.
之後咧，耶穌就講到我哋日常嘅基本生活點樣照顧到咧？
I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food and the body more than clothing?
所以耶穌就話：我告訴你們，不要為你們嘅生命憂慮，吃什麼喝什麼；或為你們的身體憂慮，穿什麼。生命不屬於飲食嗎？身體不勝於衣裳嗎？
Therefore, do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, and what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For after all these things the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you.
所以耶穌繼續教導：不要憂慮，說我們吃什麼、喝什麼、穿什麼，這都是外邦人所求的。你們需要這一切的東西，你們的天父都知道。你們要先求上帝的國和他的義，這些東西都要加給你們了。
That's an incredible promise.
哇！呢一個好特別嘅應許喎。
God says, spend your time getting to know me, spend your time associating with me, and all of this, the rest of the stuff will take care of itself.
哇！上帝就邀請我哋就話：你同我一齊，大家彼此了解，花時間用喺我身上嘅時候，其他你所顧慮嘅嘢咧，係自然會安排到噶啦。
Of course, most people in Hong Kong and Macau do the opposite, right? They spend time worrying about working and about how much money they can make and about paying bills.
咁當然喺香港同埋澳門啦，啱啱相反係咪？好緊張啊，點樣交帳啊，點樣去工作啊，點樣維生啊，就唔係擔心同神嘅關係。
And in the process, they forget God, not realizing that all of that actually does not add to their happiness at all.
啊，原來佢哋就喺過程裏邊根本就忘記咗同上帝交往，而亦都唔知道原來呢一切得到嘅唔會令到佢更加快樂。
Jesus upends those priorities.
所以上帝就話俾我哋聽，我哋將呢個本末係點樣啊？輕重要調翻轉啦。
He says, focus on me and I will focus on your needs.
話你專注於我，我就會照顧晒你一切所需嘅。
This was one of his typical teachings.
呢個係一個神時時教導我哋嘅。
But Jesus knew that he would probably be in trouble for having fed so many thousands of people from a little basket.
哇！耶穌知道佢一定會遇到一啲困難，因為佢由咁少嘅食物餵咗咁多人呢。
Sure enough, the next morning, thousands of people were waiting for Jesus at sunrise.
哇！原來真係啊！第二日太陽啱啱出嚟嘅，好多人已經圍埋揾佢啦。
They couldn't find him, and so they went around the lake. They walked like about 15, 16 miles to find Jesus.
佢哋揾唔到佢喎，佢哋氹氹轉
kilometers.
喺呢個咁嘅河裏邊啊揾成行咗好多個公里路，就要揾耶穌啦。
They couldn't get enough because they wanted another miracle. They wanted something fantastic like that
佢哋
again.
咧唔放棄，因為佢想見到另外一個重大嘅神蹟。
And you know what he said to them?
耶穌點回答啊？
He answered them and said, most assuredly I say to you, you seek me not because you saw the signs, but because you ate of the loaves and were filled. Do not labor for the food which perishes, but for the food which endures to eternal life.
耶穌回答他們說：我實實在在的告訴你們，你們找我並不是因為見了神蹟，而是因為吃餅吃飽了。不要為那能壞的食物操勞，而要為那存到永生的食物操勞。
What God is saying is, you worry too much about things that are not that important.
上帝就話俾你聽，你為嗰啲唔係最重要、太重要嘅事係操勞咗啦。
Because I could take care of that very quickly.
呢啲咁嘅問題，我好容易就幫你解決到嘅。
But you need to know me and you need to trust me so you can let me work in your life.
所以你一定要認識我、信我，咁我先至可以幫到你啊嘛。
And that takes a determination. It takes a decision on a daily basis to spend time getting to know Jesus Christ.
咁呢個一定係一個決定，即係每日我哋要花時間同主耶穌喺埋一齊。
In John 6:35, he said, I am the bread of life. He who comes to me shall never hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst.
喺約翰裏邊講到，福音講到，耶穌對他們說：我就是生命的糧，到我這裏來的絕不飢渴，信我的永不乾渴。
And maybe that is one of the reasons why serious, committed Christians are happy even when they're very poor.
所以結果我哋知道啦，如果你嗰啲真係委身嘅基督徒，佢哋好愛主嘅基督徒，甚至佢哋好窮嘅話，佢哋都係好開心嘅。
Because their lives are ordered in a different way.
因為佢生命嘅結構組織咧係與別不同啊。
Their priority is not to make money in order to pay bills, in order to have a nicer car or go on a nicer vacation.
原來佢哋嘅重點就唔係賺多啲錢啊，可以放大假啦，買間靚啲嘅車屋啊，或者係車，或者係要交帳。
Their priorities is to know the God of heaven, and then everything else will come out of that.
佢話：如果我哋係專注於神嘅話，一切都會迎刃而解㗎啦。
That's one of the reasons why I spend time with that God of heaven every morning with the Word of God.
所以我自己本身就係每日朝頭早都會用時間喺呢本書裏邊係尋求神。
Even though I know a lot about the Bible, I'm learning more about God on a daily basis.
雖然我自己本身都係有好多聖經知識，但我仲喺神嘅話裏邊得到好多嘅安慰嘅。
But more importantly than knowing about God is what it does to me in my life.
而最緊要嘅就話，原來喺神嘅話裏邊咧，可以令到我生命裏邊得到個安慰。
I am naturally a very self-centered person.
我本身係一個非常之自我嘅人。
I am naturally not a very pleasant individual.
我亦都唔係一個好容易親近接近嘅人。
I wouldn't like me to be my friend.
我都希望我自己可以同自己做朋友。
But knowing God is what shaves the sharp edges of my personality.
而認識神就可以將我啲嘅品格上面嘅尖角去將佢斬咗。
And it does affect the rest of what I do in my
亦
life.
都會影響我生命裏邊所做嘅一切喎。
Number 5.
第5點，
Jesus says, Blessed, happy are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
憐憫的人有福了，因為他們必蒙憐憫。
What does that mean?
點解啊？
In that book I mentioned, Jesus does not ask if we are worthy of his love, but he pours upon us the riches of his love to make us worthy. He is not vindictive. He seeks not to punish, but to redeem.
呢度就講到，他也不問我們配不配承受他的愛，乃是將他豐盛的慈愛傾降於我們，使我們配得承受。他是不報復仇之念的，他也不企圖降罰，乃欲施行救贖。
He is a merciful God, and because he is a merciful God, the more we know him, the more we become merciful ourselves.
因為佢係一個仁慈嘅神，所以我哋更加認識佢嘅時候，我哋會更加仁慈喎。
Let's look at these three schools of thought in China.
我哋睇睇啊，喺中國社會裏邊呢3個嘅睇法。
Taoism encourage people to retreat to nature.
道教咧就話你不如回歸退翻去大自然啦。
Buddhism encouraged people to withdraw from society because society is polluted and, it's
佛
not the
教就
best.
話叫你退隱離開呢個社會，因為社會好多問題。
And Confucianism is the school of thought that says that we should engage with others as much as
而
possible.
呢孔子就教我哋盡量同人交往。
We should participate with others. We should be a blessing to others.
我哋同人交往，盡量讓佢哋得到福氣啊！
And that is the closest to what Jesus actually was
咁
teaching.
呢個孔子嘅教導咧，同我哋基督教、耶穌基督嘅教導係更加相近啦。
There have been sociological studies that have shown that it isn't enough to work and eat and sleep and do those basic things.
佢話社會學裏邊咧有啲嘅研究話，如果我哋淨係食啊瞓啊係唔夠嘅。
We cannot be happy by just doing those things.
我哋係唔可能淨係靠食嘢啊、瞓覺啊、做嘢啊等等
And
得到幸福。
the reason is because we have been made to do something more that is more important than ourselves. It's to benefit something greater than than I myself.
而同我哋被造咧，係要讓我哋去專注，比我哋更加重要，去關心人嘅時候，我哋被造係因為咁原因啊。
A recent book, a very well-written book, talks about a nursing home experiment.
有一個好出名嘅書最近出版咧，就講到一個養老院裏邊嘅經驗。
You have nursing homes in Hong Kong?
香港有冇養老院啊？
That's where older people are placed there when they don't have family, or sometimes family put them there, right?
有陣時就因為佢哋冇家人啦，或者啲家人將佢送咗老人院啦。
And in general, it's a sad place to visit
咁一般嚟講咧，都唔係好開心啊，去老人院。
because people are in the last stages of their life and they cannot do what they used to do, and many times their families are not around.
好多時咧都唔係好開心啦，人生要行到盡頭啦，想做嘢做唔到，同埋家人都唔喺身邊喎。
And a lot of them experience regret and sadness because they feel very much left behind, alone.
好多時咧，佢哋會覺得好後悔啦，因為佢哋覺得俾人拋棄咗，好孤獨啊。
Well, in this experiment, they brought little animals like pets, dogs, cats, parakeets, rabbits, and hens, for each of the residents in this nursing home.
咁喺呢個實驗裏邊咧，佢哋就帶俾佢哋每一個嘅院友咧，就係啲嘅小動物啦，狗啊、貓啊、小鸚鵡啊、兔子啊，同埋母雞等等。
They gave everyone one of these animals.
佢哋俾每個人都有個小動物喎。
They were supposed to take care of it. They're supposed to associate with
佢
them.
哋咧就要照顧啲小動物啦，關心佢哋喎。
And it did wonders for that older population.
竟然咧係帶嚟奇妙嘅結果啊！
Those who never spoke began to speak.
哇！嗰啲好少講嘢開始講咯
Those who could not walk began to
喎。
walk.
哇！本嚟唔好行得，而家開始行路啦。
The need for drugs dropped 38%.
你諗下啦，佢對藥物需求下降咗30%啊，38%。
Deaths dropped
死
15%.
亡率都降低咗15%。
In other words, they had a reason for living.
原來佢哋為生命有到目標啦。
Even as small as a cat or as a bird or as a little animal.
雖然佢生命目標就為咗照顧呢個小動物啊，呢個雞仔啊，呢個貓仔啊咁樣。
So happiness has to do with what we can do for others. That is what will provide happiness for
其實我
us.
哋嘅幸福就係在乎我哋點樣去幫助服務他人，呢個就係真正幸福。
So when we practice mercy towards other people, that is actually giving us more of a sense of life, more of a lease of life.
所以如果我哋幫助人嘅話，服務人嘅時候咧，我哋帶嚟人生更多嘅滿足感、快樂、成就。
The sixth statement Jesus made is, "Blessed, happy are the pure in heart, for they shall see God."
第6就係話，清心的人有福了，因為他們必得見上帝。
What does it mean, the pure in heart?
咩意思咧？清心的人喎。
Let me illustrate it with this
好
story.
啦，解釋下，用故事。
A few years ago, I read the story about a man by the name of Paul who received a very fancy brand new car from his brother for Christmas as a gift.
咁有一次咧，有個阿保羅先生啦，佢嘅兄弟咧就係送咗個聖誕禮物，一個好新淨嘅汽車喎。
And of course, he was very glad for the brand new car.
梗係開心啦。
A few days later, he finished his work and went towards his car, and there was a young boy looking at the car, just going around, admiring this beautiful vehicle.
幾日之後咧，見到個小朋友喎，氹氹轉望佢嘅車，覺得個車好靚啊！
And he said, Mister, is this yours?
呢
Your
個小
car?
朋友話：係咪你㗎，先生？
And he said, Yes, it's my car.
係啊，我㗎。
It's new, it's brand new.
新嘅喎，好新啊！
Yes, it's only a few days old.
係啊，幾日咋？
How did you get it?
你點會有呢架車㗎？
He said, My brother gave it to me.
我兄弟送俾我嘅喎。
Your brother gave it to you.
你兄弟送俾你㗎？
And the boy said, I wish. And then he stopped.
呢個小男孩就話：我都想，不過就停止咗咯喎。
And Paul, the man, thought, Oh, I know what you wish.
保羅就諗：我都估到你想要咩啦。
You wish you had a brother like that.
你係咪希望你有個兄弟好似
You
我
wish
咁？
somebody could give you a car
你
like
係咪
that.
好似我咁啊？有個兄弟會送架車俾你啊？
But the boy didn't say that.
但係呢個男孩子冇咁答
He
喎。
said, I wish I were a brother like that.
我真係希望我就好似你兄弟咁樣對人。
The man was really moved by that.
哇！呢個人真係受感動喎。
And he offered him a little ride. He says, You want to go on a ride?
佢話：你要唔要遊車河咧？
Can we?
我哋
Can
可
I?
唔可以啊？我一齊遊車河。
So he took him on a ride for a few blocks.
於是咧帶佢兜到幾個圈啊！
And he said, You know, my house is not far from here. Can we stop by my house for a minute?
我屋企咧好隔離啊，可唔可以停我屋企門口咧？
And the man said, Sure.
得啊！
So he took him by the house.
You see.
And the boy got out of the house and got out of the car and run up the stairs to his little apartment where his family lived.
於是咧小朋友咧跑上去佢住嘅地方喎。
And then it took him several minutes to get down.
幾分鐘之後，佢先至落到嚟嘅。
And he was coming down slowly on the steps
佢一步一步咁樣慢慢落樓梯啊！
because he was carrying his little brother with him.
哇！原來手裏面拖住佢嘅小弟弟，
His little brother couldn't walk.
佢小弟弟唔行得。
And so when he got to the bottom of the stairs, he sat him down and he says, Look at that car.
佢個小朋友佢哥哥仔咧就放喺個樓梯旁邊啊！你望下架車，
Isn't that a beautiful car?
呢架車係咪好靚啊，細佬？
His brother gave that to him.
佢兄弟送俾佢嘅呢架車。
One day, I will give you a car like that.
細佬，有一日我都送架咁嘅車俾你啊，細佬。
That's a pure heart.
呢個就係清新的人啊！
That's an innocent heart who thinks of others more than they think of
呢
themselves.
個就係好清心，佢為他人着想多過為自己去諗。
The pure in heart live in the visible presence of God during the time He apportions them in this world. And they will also see Him face to face in the future, immortal state, as did Adam when he walked and talked with God in Eden.
清心的人在上帝所容許他們生存在世嘅日子裏，猶如生活喺嗰個看得見嘅上帝面前一樣，而且佢哋將來亦必喺不能朽壞嘅情況之下，面對面看到主，正如亞當昔日喺伊甸園同上帝同行一樣。
Number 7, happy, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God.
第7點就係話，締造和平的人有福了，因為他們必稱為上帝的兒子。
Confucius says, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned.
孔子點樣形容呢？佢話憤怒就好似一個人拿住一個熱炭，就要點樣啊？要掟去另外一個人，咁而燒傷嘅嗰個就係你拿住嗰個熱炭嘅手，就係你自己啦。
Now, some attribute this saying to the Buddha or to other people.
咁有人話呢個出自可能其他嘅佛經啊，或者係佛祖啊。
But it may be that Confucius said it first and then other people repeated it.
咁可能孔子先講，以後啲人又引用佢咧。
But there's a lot of wisdom in this statement.
你睇下呢度咪好多智慧喎。
If you engage in conflict, you're going to get hurt.
其實你同人哋爭吵嘅時候，你一定會受傷害。
If you want to hurt somebody else, you will end up being hurt.
如果你想傷害人嘅話，結果你係傷害翻自己嘅。
Jesus himself said, "He who lives by the sword shall die by the sword."
因為聖經裏邊耶穌話呢個拎起一個刀劍嘅話咧，你自己會死於刀下。
So blessed are the peacemakers, not just the peace lovers.
佢話呢一個使人和睦的人有福了，唔係話佢愛和睦，佢係使人和睦啊。
The people who not only avoid conflict, but who engage in the process to bring harmony.
原來佢唔淨止係會避免呢個衝突，而佢會盡佢力量咧，係使其他和諧嘅情況係產生。
Jesus was a peacemaker.
耶穌基督係使人和睦。
When he was arrested, he was abused, he was beaten.
耶穌基督係去宰殺嘅時候，佢係被虐待啊。
He was tried unfairly all through the night, trials that were illegal.
佢係不公平、不合法地係整晚係被審判。
But Jesus knew that the people who judged him were divided into two camps.
佢知道咧，當時佢哋審判嗰啲人咧係分開兩批嘅。
One camp were the Pharisees, the other camp were the
原來
Sadducees.
一個就係法利賽人，另外一批咧叫做撒都該人。
And they did not agree theologically.
佢哋喺神學思想裏邊咧係唔相同嘅。
They were only together for common purposes, but they hated each other.
其實佢哋彼此仇恨，不過佢哋咧係一齊合作，因為佢哋想同一個目標係殺害耶穌。
So he could have made a statement that simply got them to fight with one another and they would forget about him.
其實好簡單，耶穌基督只講一句説話就可以令到佢哋分批，以致佢可以得到釋放。
And that's actually exactly what one of his disciples did. The Apostle Paul spoke to get the Sanhedrin, the group of judges, fighting with one another in order to ignore him.
而事實上咧，呢個有使徒佢係希望係點樣啊？挑撥其他一組人，以致佢哋可以忽略點樣啊？唔去審判耶穌。
But Jesus did not do that.
但耶穌冇咁做，
He could have done that.
佢可以咁樣做，
He did not do that.
可以挑引佢哋。
In John 14, we read, "Peace I leave with you," he says. "My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid."
我留下平安給你們，我把我的平安賜給你們。我所賜給你們的，不像世人所賜的。你們心裏不要憂愁，也不要膽怯。
So Jesus speaks about a peace that is internal,
耶穌講到嘅平安係內在嘅，
about a sense of well-being that is regardless of what is going on around you.
即係話不論你個環境係點樣，你個內心個平安都喺嗰度。
And he says, that kind of peace is something I can give to you.
佢話呢一種嘅平安只有我先俾到你哋。
In Romans we read, "Therefore let us pursue the things which make for peace and the things by which one may edify another."
佢話聖經教導，所以我哋務要追求和平同埋彼此造就嘅事。
And in Romans 5 we read, "Having been justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ."
所以我哋因信稱義，就藉着我哋主耶穌基督得以同上帝和好啦。
When people accept Jesus as their personal Savior and Lord, the first thing they experience is inner peace.
原來當人係接受耶穌基督做救主嘅時候，第一樣佢得到嘅福氣就係內心嘅平安。
Nothing may change around their lives immediately, but they no longer worry about that
可能周圍環境冇變到喎，但佢唔再擔心啦，
because they know someone else is in charge of it.
因為佢知道有另外一位係照顧緊佢啊嘛。
The last statement by Jesus.
耶穌基督最後一句嘅説話就係點
Blessed
講？
are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake, for my name. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who were before you.
為義受逼迫的人有福了，因為天國是他們的。人若因我辱罵你們、迫害你們、捏造各樣壞話、毀謗你們，你們就有福了，要歡喜快樂，因為你們在天上的賞賜是很多的。在你們以前的先知，人也是這樣迫害他們。
how can he say, happy are you when they're persecuting you?
哇！當人逼迫你嘅時候，你點解話會開心㗎？
When they say bad things about
佢
you?
哋講嘢毀謗你，你開心？
When they don't like you?
佢唔中意你。
Well, that's because when that happens, it's evident that you are on one definite side and the enemy, the devil, is really upset with you.
即係證明你已經係堅定喺某個立場，而撒旦係非常之唔中意你咁嘅立場。
So Christ is insinuating, happy are you when that happens because you are really growing spiritually now.
耶穌基督咁講就係因為你屬靈上面你真係成長緊，唔怪得你係可以有快樂。
That happened to me. That happened to others of my followers.
呢個就係耶穌基督佢有咁嘅快樂，亦都係佢其他跟從者都有咁嘅快樂。
But they were not worried.
因為佢哋唔擔心。
I was not worried.
我冇擔心。
We trusted in the God of heaven.
因為我哋信任呢個天國嘅父啊。
Here is the evidence that you have become a person, a completely different person than what you were before.
好啦，呢個就係下邊證明你已經變成一個完全不同嘅人。
Because you sincerely rejoice when you suffer for the one who gave your life for you.
因為你係為嗰個曾經為你犧牲受苦嗰位，你受苦嘅時候，你仍然覺得係歡欣喎。
This is not speaking about having a sense of martyrdom, feeling like you're a martyr.
嗱，唔係代表你係自我摧殘，覺得自己係受犧牲嘅，唔係咁嘅意思嚇。
This is not about feeling like you're better than somebody else.
唔係代表啦，咁樣我咪勝人一籌，係咪？
This is simply noticing that no matter what happens in your life, you are not going to crumble because you know in whom you have believed.
原因就係話你唔會因為環境係發生咩事，你都唔會跌到，你有種平安。
So, Jesus' formula for happiness.
好啦，耶穌基督對於呢個快樂，佢點睇啊？
Recognize you're poor in spirit and acknowledge your mistakes and sin. Be patient when wrong. Hunger for truth and righteousness.
呢個就話認識你心靈嘅貧乏，承認你嘅過失同埋罪惡。第三就係受到委屈嘅時候，耐心等待。四就係渴望真理同埋公義。
Be merciful to others. Pursue heart purity, not external purity. Seek peace with others and accept persecution for Christ's sake and for the sake of righteousness. The greatest of them have accepted that.
呢度就係講到，對別人有憐憫嘅心，六純潔嘅內心，而係裏邊內心嘅純潔，唔係外表嘅純潔。七與他人尋求和睦。八就係為基督原因或者係為真理正當正義嘅緣故係受逼迫。
As you can see, happiness has nothing to do with possessions.
所以記住啦，原來呢一個快樂同我哋所擁有嘅係冇關嘅，
It has nothing to do with money.
同銀紙金錢冇關，
It has nothing to do with status.
亦都同你嘅地位冇關嘅。
In fact, it has nothing to do with what the whole world appears to say this is what happiness means.
即係話全世界話俾你聽最好嘅、最吸引你嘅，但神話呢啲係同你快樂冇關嘅。
This has to do with what happens inside of you. It has to do with your character.
呢個就係點樣啊？喺你嘅內在，係你嘅品格上面點樣？
It has to do with becoming a different person.
就係話你點樣變成一個可以成就變成嘅人。
Happiness is not based on what you have or what you get. It is based on what you do with who you are.
原來快樂唔係因為你有乜嘢，你得到乜嘢，而係取決於你現在如何面對而家嘅你。
And that doesn't happen automatically. It doesn't happen by trying hard.
呢個唔係自然嘅喎，亦都唔係話努力就得到啦。
Happiness is seeing progress in your character, the person that you are becoming because you're following the God of heaven.
原來快樂就可以睇到你嘅品格喺度進步當中，而你可以成為靠着神嘅恩典，你可以成為一位神心意嘅人。
The truth is that such happiness is not man-made. You cannot generate that on your own. We cannot get that from a book. We cannot get that through education or wealth or connections or leisure. Such happiness can only come through a personal relationship with God.
所以我哋講真就係事實就係點樣呢？ 快樂唔係人可以做出嚟嘅，亦都冇辦法從書本啦、教育啦、財富啦、關係啦或者休閒生活裏邊得到呢一切。咁樣嚟講嘅快樂咧係點樣啊？只能夠通過同上帝嘅個人關係嚟實現嘅。
Let me close with this story.
呢個結束嘅時候有個真嘅故事。
Many years ago, I read the biography of George Mueller.
係多年前我讀到呢一位嘅生平嚇，
And there have been a number of biographies. He's a remarkable man.
因為佢係一個好出眾嘅人，所以有好多個生平傳記係寫關於佢嘅。
He was born in today's Poland and then migrated to Great Britain.
佢以前咧就喺荷蘭出世，以後咧就移民咗去英國。
He was a completely secular person.
佢係一個好世俗嘅人嘅喎，
He didn't care about God.
佢根本都唔理有咩神啊，
He was very worldly and very selfish.
好自私世俗。
He partied and drank with his friends almost every night.
佢每晚咧同佢朋友一起飲酒作樂。
His father wanted him to be a minister because they made good money in Poland,
原
being
來
ministers.
喺波蘭裏邊咧做一個傳道人咧賺大錢，所以佢阿爸好希望佢做一個傳道人，
Not because of his spiritual strength,
唔係因為佢屬靈啊好啦，做一個傳道人。
but at the age of about 20,
大概20歲嗰陣，
he read the Bible and he turned his life to
佢
God.
就讀咗聖經，改變生命，
And he became a different person little by little.
完全慢慢咁去改變喎。
He started trusting God because he got to know him through the Bible.
佢開始嘅時候咧，佢就讀聖經，因為佢讀聖經先認識啊嘛。
And after a few years, he trusted God with every one of his needs.
以後咧佢點樣啊？將佢全部嘢咧都係信靠呢位神。
He even refused to get a salary. He became a pastor, but he told the church, "Don't pay me anymore."
佢甚至咧，佢雖然係一個傳道人，佢叫啲教會嗱，你唔需要付人工俾我啊。
Because I want to know what it's like to trust God with everything.
佢話我想嘗試相信上帝所有一切係點樣一個情況喎。
And then he committed everything to prayer. He spent a lot of time praying
原來佢所有嘅事情咧，佢用好多時間去禱告，
and began to take care of children, orphans.
開始就照顧小孩子、孤兒們啦。
And he raised a lot of money in order to take care of those orphans.
咁佢因為要照顧咁多孤兒，佢籌好多嘅款項，
About 150 million US dollars throughout his life.
喺佢生命裏邊嘅籌款有1億4千萬美金喎，
That's a lot of money.
好多啊！
But he never asked anybody for anything.
但佢從來都問任何嘅人攞任何
He
錢，
only talked with God about
佢
it.
淨係同上帝傾談啫。
And then God would move in the heart of somebody to give him money.
上帝都感動其他啲人咧，就會幫到喎，
He took care of over 10,000 children.
照顧超過1萬個孤兒啊！
He built huge buildings for these children.
Right.
And these are costly buildings.
哇！你睇下啲建築物都要好多嘅花費喎，就係為啲孤兒建立㗎。
Many years after he was dead, he had already died. And during World War II, when the Germans would come to bomb Great Britain, people in the area would hide there because they felt like God was there and they would not be bombed.
以後咧佢離世啦，大戰嘅時候，嗰啲人咧點樣逃難都要匿埋呢度喎。佢覺得呢度咧係有特別神保護嘅地方嚟嘅。
Listen to what he said.
佢點講？
I was converted in November 1825, but I didn't come to the point of total surrender of my heart until 4 years later, in July 1829. It was then that I realized my love for money, prominence, position, power, and worldly pleasure was gone. God, and He alone, became my all in all. In Him I found everything I needed, and I desired nothing else.
佢就咁講咯，我係1825年11月悔改嘅，但直到4年之後，即係1829年7月啦，我先至完全將我心降服。嗰陣時候，我先意識到我對金錢啦、名望啦、地位啦、權力同埋世俗嘅快樂嘅熱誠都冇啦。上帝，只有上帝成為我嘅一切，喺佢裏邊，我已經有晒我所需要一切，什麼嘢我都唔需要啦。
By God's grace, my understanding of His sufficiency has remained to this day, making me an exceedingly happy man. It has led me to care only about the things of God.
佢話藉着上帝嘅恩典， 直接到而家，我對他係有充足的理解，使我成為一個非常快樂嘅人。呢個令到我只係關心上帝嘅事啫。
An exceedingly happy man, he
佢話
said.
我係非常快樂啊！
In other words, I couldn't be happier.
佢話我冇辦法再更快樂啦。
I cannot imagine being happier.
我冇辦法想像我可以更加開心啲啊！
Even though he handled so much money, he always remained poor
你知唔知啊？佢雖然係處理咁多錢，但佢成日好貧窮嘅，
because all the money he got was to give away.
因為佢收到所有錢全部都係分發去幫人。
He never had any major thing, a major legacy after him.
佢過身之後冇任何嘅遺產啊等等，
He was not recognized by governments or by people of importance.
佢亦都冇話政府要封佢話俾一個榮耀獎佢喎。
But he basically saved the lives of 10,000 children
但佢係基本嚟講，你係點樣去幫到1萬個孤兒啊？
by putting his faith in that God he had come to know.
就係將佢嘅信心放喺佢所認識嘅神身上。
That is what made him happy.
呢個就係令到佢快樂嘅原因啊！
Exceedingly happy.
佢話非常快樂喎。
I desired nothing else, he said, making me an exceedingly happy
佢話
man.
我都唔想要其他啲嘢啦，我而家係一個非常之幸福嘅人啊！
That is something.
真係特別啦。
To be able to say that means that someone has really changed. Is a different kind of a person.
可以咁樣講話，呢個人真係完全改變唔同晒。
Happiness is about what you have. It's not about what you have or what you know. Happiness is about who you know.
佢話快樂唔在乎你擁有什麼，或者係還係你知道啲乜嘢。快樂係關乎你認識邊個啊？
John 17, this is eternal life, Jesus said, that they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent.
聖經講到認識你獨一的真神，就係認識你所差來嘅耶穌基督，呢個就係永生。
I want to encourage you. If you own a Bible, make sure you go to bed tonight and pray to God and say, God, wake me up to read from your word tomorrow morning.
如果你身邊有聖經嘅話，我鼓勵大家翻到去嘅時候就話：上帝啊，你幫我啦！聽朝早晨嘅時候叫醒我讀你嘅話啦。
If you don't own a Bible, you probably own a cell phone.
咁可能你冇聖經喎，但你有手機係咪？
So download a Bible
請你下載聖經好冇？
and then read 2 or 3 chapters from Genesis or from the book of John.
或者你可以係選擇下睇約翰福音，或者係呢個創世記裏面讀幾章啊。
Even if you do not understand everything you read,
可能你唔明白所有你讀嘅，
read it with a prayer in your heart saying, God, I want to know, if you are here, if you are in this book, I want to connect with you.
你懷着禱告心，你話俾上帝聽，神啊，我睇唔明啊，但係你幫我啦，我想同你，我認識你，我要。
You will be surprised to see how he will connect with you.
咁你會覺得好驚奇，神
If
係
that
點
prayer-
樣可以嚟到你身
If that
邊？
prayer is sincere, he will help you with this.
如果你呢個禱告係誠懇嘅話，神一定會幫你。